Hello and welcome to the Burning Metal Weekly Roundup. This is the second weekly roundup of November 2024, and of course I'm joined yet again this week by Adrian Williams of Metal Messiah Radio, conjuring up the Hellfire Club screams from the Metal Crypt. Well, in the surprise to should be no one, the old election is over and for another 4 years. We've been saying it for weeks,
Yeah, I know.
and Jesus, man, some of the things, man, in the left media, CNN and these places. Apparently, Latinos are all racist, so they wouldn't vote for a black person. And the black people in America are all misogynists, or however you say that word, and wouldn't vote for a woman. And they're the ones that are saying that that's the right wing or the Republicans that are spending all this division in America. And what's that only fucking? They're just spouting racism and fucking misogyny live on their fucking platform. Like, this is the so-called left-wing media
Yeah, I know.
saying basically that the fucking the Latinos. Did I say Asians? Man, I'm really really tired, but I've all my treatments done now. Number six is done, so hopefully from next week I won't be a fatigued fucking mess and I'll be able to do these things shite as
Yeah.
usual. But sure, I'll get through them. But anyways, the Latinos are all fucking racist, and the blacks all hate women. Like, what kind of an unhinged maniac says that? And when anyone with a working brain knows that the reason he won, should I say, is he didn't have any competition. Anytime she was asking a question, like the inflation, like here's a one mad one for you, man. I don't know if you, how much do you think a packet of butter is in America now due to inflation?
I'm gonna say about fucking $6.
$7,
Oh, for fuck's sake.
and the euro to dollar is like 1.17. So that's basically the equivalent of what we pay, like 2.20 for like a decent proper butter, is $7 in America. It'd be €7 equivalent. And like when she was
Oh,
asked
fuck.
about inflation, she dodged the question and blamed Trump. When she was asked about the immigration problem, she dodged the question and blamed Trump. And it turns out that at the Texas border, the legal migrants in America, 75% of them near the border voted for Trump.
Yeah, I know. I heard something. They want some fucking little the Republic Trump basically Republican Party won the vote in some little small town in Texas for
Oh
the
yeah,
first time in
because they
over.
know that there's Venezuelan gang members and shit coming through now that they
Yeah.
left Venezuela to escape from, and cartels and shit. So basically, I'm going on too long here, but this intro, but it's no surprise that he won. He didn't have competition, and I don't. And
Exactly.
now they're just accusing everyone else of being racist and hating women. Like that, well, I'll get to this is all going to tie into something at the end. I've just
Yeah.
done it too long because I'm extremely tired. But before we kick on the roundup, though, we won't start on such a dour note. There was a band tour in England called Celeste. They're a French avant-garde post-hardcore, post-black metal band, and a minibus arrived from Liverpool with 20 women in it. They thought it was some R&B singer called Celeste that I'd never heard of. So they landed into this fucking black metal gig instead of an R&B Celeste thing that they thought they were going to. Apparently they had a good night and they were in good spirits, and they'd probably never even thought of seeing anything like that before in their
Yeah.
lives. So
Yeah.
they said, "Fuck it, we're here now. We might as well make the most of it." We thought we were going to see some African American soul singer with R&B stuff in it. Instead of that, no, avant-garde post black metal like. But sure, there's a bit of back to a bit of humour. We'll have to keep the humour alive, especially in the way things are going now in the world.
Yeah.
It's mad. It's mad. Anyways, first on our list is Malak to release their second single, 536, and we shall play some of that now. the time. Another really good song from the lads.
Deadly fucking tune. That is. That's
Very good now.
yeah. It's better than I like the first one, but that's better. That is
What was the first one called? Waylander or
Noctur
something?
Nocturnal Wayfarer.
Nocturnal Wayfarer. I knew there was a way in the title.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I really
yeah,
like that too, though.
yeah, yeah. They're two great songs. They
This
are.
is different, though.
Yeah.
Was the last one, my memory correct, was the last one a bit more melodic than this was a lot bit heavier?
Yeah, yeah, this is more visceral. It kind of reminds me of fucking Marduk, the
Hmm.
early Marduk,
Oh, it's
basically.
old school black metal.
Yeah, yeah. It's
And of course, they have two projects going on the go, them boys. Or one of them is anyway.
Ryan does.
Ryan does, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Ryan, he's with that what was Humble Embrace, I think it
Umbrella
is.
Embrace. And the two projects came out this year, and
Yeah,
both have been very, very cool to have.
yeah, yeah.
And you never know, man. Well, I wouldn't say you never know because when it comes to the singles list, my top 20 singles list, but it'll drop on the website that I'll use maybe twice a year now.
Yeah.
I'll put that in there somewhere, or the other one. I don't know which yet.
Yeah. That that could be in my top 10 singles.
It could be in mine as well. Yeah, I have. Well, what I'm going to have to do now. Thankfully, I'll write everything down, especially this year because this year's been a blur.
I know.
I'm just going to have to go back and look over so much stuff because
Yeah.
we have a lot to go back over. Like I mentioned stuff to you there before we started
I
recording, you've
know.
forgotten about.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what we're up against this year, man. But it's going to be great fun. It's not long now, man.
I know.
It'll be around a month now when we'll be doing these.
Yeah, that's right.
We usually do them around the middle of December.
Yeah.
So it's free for Christmas and all that, even though what all that stuff. But around that era time, it's very seldom you get releases anyway.
Yeah, I know.
We get a few, but not
Yeah.
many, three or four, and sometimes. But that was Malakt, who dropped their second single, 536. And if you like that, if you like black metal, should I say, check it out because it's a very good song. And they're showing a lot of potential. And it's got like nearly 250 views.
Yeah, not
Well,
surprised.
yeah, for starters, you're a new band and you're
Yeah.
black metal and you're going up against a social media fucking machine.
Yeah.
So that's decent.
Yeah, I know. I know it
That is
is.
that's actually very good.
Yeah.
It's a tough old sell there with black metal, so it is.
Yeah.
And it's even fucking harder to find the fans now.
I know. I know. I
Because
know.
they're leaving social media in droves, them type of people,
Yeah.
They just don't want to do with any of the bullshit anymore. And next on our list is Banished from Eden, who dropped their EP Primordial Salvation. Was it a month ago?
It's about a month ago,
About a
yeah.
month ago. And they dropped a lyric video for their track As It Stands. And this we've never played this one before, so I said I'd put it in. And it's a good one.
Yeah.
I started with that again at the time. Real old, like Testament vibe to that one.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, there is the fucking absolute riff fest. That whole EP is just fucking riffs all over the fucking
It's a great
place.
EP, alright.
Yeah, yeah, it is.
That might be my favourite track on it.
Yeah, I think they made a post say they were saying everyone seems to like that song the best.
It's just really, really good. Like,
Yeah, yeah,
It's been a very solid start from the lads, and of course they're playing in Limerick next weekend, isn't it?
I think so. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
With
next weekend with Horrenda and God knows whoever
yeah,
else. War Attrition as
Brendan,
well, extra playing.
yeah, Dead Flesh. They're it's banned from the UK. There.
Oh, not so bad. Oh, that's in the Farmers. That's next week. I assume it's next weekend, isn't it?
I think is next. Yeah,
I think it
it's
is.
either next weekend or the following weekend.
It's
I'm
coming
not
up soon
sure.
anyway.
Yeah, it's coming up soon. All right. Yeah,
Well, that'd be a good lineup to go to.
yeah. I know.
Are
We'll
you
see
tempted?
if I'm able for it.
Well, you can get up and down on the bus in the same night.
I know. Yeah.
Because you probably won't get to much now between now and the end of January.
No. No. Very little.
Yeah. I should look at see how it goes. See
Yeah.
how it
See how
goes.
it goes.
I'm just facilitating, mate, trying to force you into going to more things. I know, like best the lads are good at this. I'm sorry, lads. I'm going to be really tongue tied through all this. I'm just blurring my words all over the place. You'd swear I've been drinking all day, but I haven't. I wish it was. That would have been fun. That's what this fucking fatigue bullshit. But of course, you've got Ocean doing double duty on the gig, so you've got Ocean McCormick on bass playing it like a fucking guitar. You've got Jero or Reardon back in music again after a bit of a hiatus and joining up with a few other lads, and that's a good fucking lineup, like.
Yeah. 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 It is. It is. Fucking.
And as I say, they've got an EP out. They're playing gigs, and we're just gonna have to see what happens next now, are we?
Yeah. Mm.
And hopefully the gig goes well and they get a good turnout and all these sorts of things. But it's a tough call now this time of the year putting on a gig, isn't it?
Yeah. It is. Yeah.
People are saving
No.
for all sorts of reasons.
Mm. Yeah.
But you look at hopefully it goes well. Next on our list we have Urban Death, who dropped their EP. What's the name of it? I can't read it.
Abstention.
Abstention. I couldn't see it there.
Yeah.
We're going to play some of Concrete Veil. It's going to be an ad.
Exclusive to Super Value Real.
Oh, Super Value Real Awards. Oh, you can buy a tin of biscuits for €8 now. Yeah, we're in the inflation bubble here too, man, as well.
Yeah.
€8 for a tin of fucking biscuits, like. Stop there and give it the time. That sounded like a very cool EP.
It is. It's really fucking good. It is.
It's on my list for now. There's a few on my list actually over the last few
Yeah.
weeks that I've made sure I'm going to get back to once the treatment was over, and I
Yeah.
wasn't fucking wrecked all the time. It was Urban Death, White Abbey, and the project from Cork that's got Ronan of Tent on Slug and Clannerack.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. No.
What are they
Geomite.
called?
Geomite.
Geomite. That's
Yeah.
it. I knew it was
And
Geo. That's the name.
Geomix, I think.
So there's a few now I've got to go back to, like, because that
That
sounds really really good.
that EP is fucking it's fucking really good. Extremely fucking good.
And I've only listened to a few bits that
It
we've
is.
covered on this, so I'd have to.
Yeah.
It's basically on my list to check out now
Yeah.
in the next week or so.
That whole getting this front man and the bass player is just fucking
Another level.
just another level now there, you know.
Oh, this is sounding very interesting to me, and
Yeah.
like as I said, like Not by the time Tuesday comes around, normally in a week, I'm starting to feel okay,
Yeah,
and I go back on Wednesday, and I was fucked again.
I know.
So it
Yeah,
was just.
yeah.
But look, I don't know how I've got through this for the last 6 weeks, man. The three times.
I'm fair fucking play to
I
you.
really don't know. I haven't a fucking clue what I've been saying for 6 weeks.
I
I
was
won't have
kind
a
of
clue what
get
I said tomorrow either.
about 10 minutes before you sent me the Zoom link. I was going, "Is he going to be all right?" I was wondering.
I haven't been alright for weeks, but I still fucking done them. By hell or fucking high water or something like that. Fucking hell.
Yeah.
I think I'm a certified hard bastard now that I've fucking done this fucking thing. Going through cancer treatment. Most people would be in bed all day.
Yeah.
And fucking they'll be right too.
Yeah, I know.
Anyways, rambling and raving. Next on our list is the last Vinci Free From Yourself 10-year anniversary. There's a very nice story to this, a really nice story, and I'll
All
tell it
right.
after we played the song. Well, not all of it, obviously, but you know what I mean. Oh, I didn't expect that. The fuck is that? Oh, I don't have a fucking clue what that is. It makes no sense.
Sorry, I thought we were friends, free to talk about myself, about what has changed for me, but I was wrong. Sorry, I thought we were friends, maybe I don't know my way till now, but I learned to live. I learned to live in your silence. Just look in your eyes, just stop in eyes. Please don't let me cry. I want to go close to you. My stars will scratch. No injuries, no weak one.
I don't want to stop that. I think it's a great song.
I know. It's a bit of an earworm, all right. It's fucking-
Right. Here's a nice story. Alessandro, the founding founder of the Last Vinci, himself and another lad were in a band in Italy, and they supported Rainbow amongst other bands, like some big things,
Jesus.
like I said, he put up a post about it, and Jesus man, they had some big supports over in Italy.
Yeah.
And around 10 years ago, give or take, he made the decision to move to Ireland,
Ireland, yeah.
and he formed the Last Vinci, which I was a big fan of their first album or EP. I can't remember what it was now at this point, it's so long ago, but it was brilliant.
Mm.
Really, really good stuff. I was a big fan. And there was more that happened after then. He was Order of the Mess for a while, and then everything is kind of. But this is just jumping ahead in a story, but I'm just for clarity where I'm going. And when he started the Last Vinci, this was one of the first songs he released. It was called Free From Yourself," and it's about his feelings towards his old friend. That way, he was in the band with the drummer
Yeah.
because they had a falling out basically or something,
All right. Yeah.
for want of a better word, by the sounds of it. And they were like brothers since they were like kids, and they grew up together. And this song was the start of making everything right again.
Yeah.
And it's obviously worked because 10 years later, the two boys are back together again. He's the drummer in the Last Vinci now.
Oh, deadly. That's
It's a
fucking
nice
cool.
story, isn't it?
Yeah,
That the boys are back together again.
Cool story, that is, actually. Yeah.
And the big falling out, and he wrote a song about it, and then he got back to him, and he was just like, "Oh yeah, that's a nice story for a change, isn't it?"
Yeah. Yeah.
Because Alessandro he's a lovely man. He's a sound man. And I wanted to put the Order of the Mess in there because the Last Vinci didn't last long, and then the Order of the Mess went to a two-piece, and there was a few little things that changes over the years, but he's kept at it, and
Yeah.
that's a good way to mark the 10 years of the Last Vinci
Yeah.
with the two boys back together again. And fair play to them because it's nice to hear a nice story for a change, isn't it?
Yeah. I know. Yeah. Yeah.
There's a nice story for a change. And that was the last Vinci free from yourself. Really good stuff. And we've got two more kind of alternative like ones on this week. This is one a bit of a curveball. Idle Discourse dropped a version of their track "The Devil You Know," but it's stripped back to an acoustic.
Oh,
Like we've covered Idle Discourse in here, but like they're like
yeah.
dance fucking
I
metal
know.
basically.
Kind of electro fucking combined.
Yeah,
with
electro dance
rock.
metal.
Yeah.
So let's see what like I haven't checked this out in another review, so
No.
let's see what "The Devil You Know" sounds like in acoustic.
It's better to reign in hell than to serve in heaven. The devil that you know for the money you're getting. It's the evil you avoid for the sake of investment. There's no need to second guess yourself or waste in depression. Everybody around you wants to taper your message. They're all a part of the problem no matter what way you're dressing. If you see an elephant, you gotta address him. Do it all yourself so you stay independent. You've been overwhelmed so you're staying and stressing. But if you're honest with yourself, then you stop all the messing. Yeah, you go right ahead, so no wait for a blessing. You may fall into the trap, but a mistake is a lesson. You're in the presence of forces aggressive, often malevolent. Don't forget that you won't make it if you're always benevolent. Got to stand up for yourself and your brothers, whoever is at the doorstep, and they never dealt with a heretic. Cause thinking like this could be impenetrable, but I'll never wait in fear of inevitable. And
That sounds really good.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Jesus, that sounds
fucking-
way better than I expected it would.
Yeah, yeah, that's very fucking interesting. All right, that is.
The lyrics are. I always knew they were good at lyrics,
Yeah, yeah,
but in their style of music, it's sometimes a bit difficult to hear all the words.
yeah, yeah,
But when you can hear them all quite clearly in this, they were like, Jesus, they're good.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
There's some really good lyrics in there, man. And just like to start off with oh, should I? You know, I can't fucking think. My mind, that's how bad my memory is now these days. Can't remember it fucking a minute ago. Fucking hell. Hope this will pass now very soon. But Idle Discourse, "The Devil You Know" acoustic. I think people should check that out. It's doing well. It's got like up on 600 views.
Oh, nice, Jesus. Yeah,
Yeah, that's actually way better than I expected.
yeah, yeah.
Jesus. Bloody hell, that's good. I'll have to go back and I'll check that out later now when we're finished because that sounds fucking proper fucking good. Like, and we have two left on our list, and we've got a very unusual one this week. We have to operate off two Facebook uploads, something that we've never done before.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
I put a request to both
I know,
about it. Didn't happen.
I know. Yeah,
So we'll work with what we have.
yeah.
And the first we're going to play is called "Kill Goliath." And I don't even know the name of the song because they haven't titled
No, I know. I saw that as well. It is
it.
fucking.
Yeah, anyway, sure, we'll play a minute of it now.
Yeah.
Oh. actually a very, very good song.
Yeah, I know. I listened to
And the
something
lyrics are
different.
really good. And the
Yeah,
whole piss take of Donald Trump and
I
Elon Musk
know.
and all the rest.
I know. The
It's just
video.
basically worse just calling the whole thing a circus,
Yeah,
which it all is.
yeah.
And this is a really weird one, man. Remember last week, funnily enough, Crack dropped their new single and Zarat have returned. And I brought up about the time I put on the gig and my frustrations
Yeah,
with it.
yeah.
The boy from Kilgoliath that kept the band going, formed it, was the one who started that venue.
What?
Really, genuinely, and this is the first time they've released anything in 13 years.
Jesus.
That's mad, isn't it?
That's crazy, that is.
How it's for the last week that happened, and this all of a sudden they drop something after 13 years.
Ah,
But I was kind of proven right last week when I gave out about him for the past. Because this has been a botch, man. As good as this song is, this has been a botch. It's got uploaded on Facebook without a title. We don't know what the song is called. It's not on YouTube, it's not on Spotify, it's not on anything. When you're coming back after 13 years, you want your music everywhere, don't you?
yeah.
And we don't even know what the song is called. Is there an EP coming? Is there an album coming? Is there anything happening? It was just and it's a shame.
I know, because it's a great song it is.
Great song. If this had been done right and we got a proper press release introducing our new song and maybe say who the new lineup is, if it's a new lineup, which it
Yeah.
probably is after 13 years of a gap. You know, it's a botch, which is a shame
I know.
because it's one of the best songs. Look at man, if it gets uploaded onto all the platforms, that's going to be touching my single. That's going to be in my
Yeah,
singles
yeah.
list somewhere because it just sums up how I feel about the whole political climate,
Yeah.
which is again coming in the end. Like I went on a bit of a rant at the start, and I'm saying it again, and I'm going to go on about it again at the end. The whole thing is a fucking circus, man. It's a circus. That's all it is now. Like for fuck's sake, Donald Trump went out on the front of a people, drives in a garbage wagon with all the suit on in front of people. After Joe Biden said his fans were garbage. It's fucking idiocracy, man. It's idiocracy.
I know.
Fucking idiocracy. It's in front of our fucking eyes now, man. The president-elect coming out dressed up as a garbage man in a garbage van to his fucking thing. Oh, Jesus Christ, love. You wouldn't want to take life seriously now outside your window, man.
I
would you?
know.
Oh, it's up on YouTube now. Actually, they didn't tell me, but my soul divine, witness me, I fail. Hang on, sorry.
Worries.
Ah, bollocks! What the fuck has happened? I'll just have to play the YouTube upload it for whatever reason. It's just acting the bollocks. I've played way over the time there because I just got into it.
Why? Yeah, man, that's fucking deadly song. That is.
That's a very, very good song, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. And
It's a shame I didn't get the YouTube. And it turns out the man himself has replied to me, and I've never even got a notification for it.
fuck. Oh,
So
jeez.
when did he put that up?
Yeah.
How long ago was that?
There's probably time. They're probably going to be on all.
What the hell? I don't know what's happening here. Yeah, it's over an hour ago. Yeah, I just never got a notification.
Yeah.
But look at we've covered. Jesus, man, they've dropped 2 songs this year,
Yeah.
and there are 2 we're going to have to go back on when it comes to the singles
I
of
know.
the year list.
That one as well.
Oh yeah,
I'd forgotten about them until I saw the fucking post.
I hadn't forgotten about them, but I knew it's been so long now. Like,
Yeah, I know. I think January the single was released.
I know they dropped a post saying we've got a single coming, and that must be June, July, maybe.
Yeah.
Or it's a while ago now, anyway.
Mm.
I'm sure that it's a one-man project now, I think, isn't it?
I think it's 2. I think
Two,
it's
two, maybe 2.
I
One.
think it's 2.
Fuck. I know. He told me
The
that.
drummer and the guy does the singing and all the guitar and bass, basically.
Yeah, it's 2. It's 2. It's
Yeah.
2. Yeah, I just had to think there for a second. It's definitely 2 of them in it.
Oh, yeah.
And that is sounding really good. That's
Deadly.
called My Soul Divine. Witness Me, I Fall. It's up on YouTube now, anyway, and kind of like Killswitch Engage type vibe to it, like.
Yeah.
But the good
Yeah.
Killswitch Engage type.
Yeah, exactly.
That's sounding fucking alright now. Fucking hell, we've got a lot to consider now in the next couple of weeks, haven't we?
I know.
I'm kind of thankful this cancer treatment is out of the way in give or take mid-November.
Yeah.
So the next 3 weeks, I'll be able to go back over things and make a fucking detailed list and do it right, like.
I know. Yeah.
Because there's a lot to fucking consider this.
I've been fucking splicing through a lot the past week now. Especially
Like I said earlier, I've got a bit of a backlog to check out this week, and then I'll move on to that next week. And time for the old mad stories of the evening. Jesus, there's a few strange ones this week. They basically found a fungus that they can plant in Chernobyl that will drink the radiation.
Oh, Jesus.
It could be some like we've all looked at this thing about fungus when we think of The Last of Us and all that. But the possibilities of fungus are huge, as we know. Magic mushrooms cures depression, as we all know, like it's illegal, but we won't go down that rabbit hole. So this fungus can be planted, and it's reckoned that it could clear out all the radiation. Drink it. That's a fucking great discovery.
Yeah, it is. It is, actually.
In the scheme of things like this, it's a great discovery.
Yeah.
If you could get them mushrooms planted all over the place.
Maybe they could put that on, I think it might be clear now. Bikini Island
Oh, there's many places.
in fucking China.
Not sure how many islands was there out there the fucking
Or
French
it's
used
near
to test nuclear
Vietnam,
bombs on
actually.
back in the day, man.
It's near Vietnam.
Oh,
It's
there's
in
plenty of them.
Vietnam, China. It
Plenty
is.
of them. Well, that's cool. And did you know that the Chinese had a rover up on Mars?
A witch?
Did you know that the Chinese had a rover up on Mars?
No.
Neither did I.
Holy fuck.
Neither did I. I don't know how I didn't know that, but I didn't. But it turns out this Chinese rover has sent back images that is hard evidence that there was once a coastline and a short-lived ocean on Mars. Very strong evidence.
Fuck.
But sure, man, as we've touched on over the mad stories over the God knows how long, like even the fucking big spider fucking what's that word, fossil in Australia. That kind of, amongst other things, that proved the theory that Australia was mostly once rainforest, and now it's all desert.
Yeah,
Who would know Mars wasn't water on it at one point, like? But
I
there's
know.
strong
Yeah,
fucking evidence of it now, which is mental, isn't it?
that's fucking nuts. That is.
And of course, the final mad story, even, which kind of going to tie into everything else I said it would. I assume you heard about Peanut the squirrel.
Yeah, I did, man.
That was shit.
Yeah, I
Peanut the
know.
squirrel was this beloved Instagram thing. And the two people that owned him, that took him in 7 years ago, had built an animal sanctuary due to all the money that made off Peanut from all the views and all the rest of it, YouTube and already. Excuse me. Which is now in jeopardy because they've lost their golden goose. And just some woman was just been a bitch. I won't use the C word, which even though I want to. And
Yeah,
made a false complaint, and the fucking in New York, and they bust through the cops bust through the door and smashed up all the house and took the fucking squirrel away and euthanized it, which was shit. Like, it reminds me of the whole Harambe thing back in the day. But the Harambe thing is even more tragic when you look back, because around 20 years ago now, a kid fell in with a male silverback gorilla. Why that happened? This footage is it's all online. Everyone was just like, when anyone started making noise, everyone was like, be quiet, shush, shush, just shut the fuck up, like common sense, which
yeah,
existed back in the day. And the young lad was saved, and he's met the gorilla since, the silverback, and it was amazing, like. But the Harambe thing, everyone just started shouting and roaring and drove the fucking gorilla mad. So it just goes to show the difference in IQ dropping in 20 years to like
yeah.
8 or 9 years ago. Everyone started screaming 8 or 9 years ago, and Harambe was shot. Well, I'm going completely off track here, but that's okay. That just sums up, like, and then in the American media, in the days running up to the election, the left were calling, fuck, what's his name? Peanut the Squirrel a fucking relic of the far right. A relic of the far right, they were calling him. A fucking squirrel. Now the Fox News just said, like said, fuck the New York and the overpowers, and the Democrats go out and vote at the ballots, which is still fucking immature and all the rest of it. But that just sums up where America is now, doesn't it? Where you have a news source calling a fucking squirrel a fucking relic of the far right. A fucking squirrel. But sure, we'll be back again. Goodbye, goodbye. That's all I've got time for today. And remember now, you're the tops. Like, share, and subscribe and all that stuff, and we shall be back next week. Good luck.